Hello and welcome back to my Tarot Corner. This reading is about, this was an announcement that I saw first on Paula's, on Paula's channel, that Netflix is coming out with this documentary about the Sussexes' first year as royal, including their the time that Meghan was pregnant with Archie. And I then looked around and I saw that in my country this documentary is not available. And I also saw that in the US it's not available, and I saw this this whole article that explains how to watch it if you're not if you're in the US using for another VPN, if you really want to watch it. And the question is, first of all, is this documentary exist, and if it does, is it airing? Maybe the UK subscribers or followers can tell me if there is this documentary in the UK Netflix, but all around this documentary, because we have seen them walking around with Netflix cameras everywhere they went in the past year, and it seems like they are making a documentary about their lives right now. But nobody spoke about a documentary about their lives during during their time as royals, during the time that Meghan was pregnant with Archie. So what are the energies around this? So I thought I will use the Darkwood tarot, which is a fairy tale, the Red Riding Hood, but in a darker note. And because everything around that first year seems like a fairy tale to me, in the good sense and in the bad sense. And I thought that maybe for this reading, I will do a Celtic cross and see the whole of the energies around this, what's in the past, what is in the future. So this is what I'm going to do. Excuse me, just something fell here. And I am going to look for doing the Celtic in the way that that is fitting for these kind of readings, and not the way that I do the Celtic for my clients, which is something different, because in the Celtic cross for my clients I usually do it a little bit different. I'm looking for ways to help my clients get on a better place, and look on how to find a way to do that. And here it is a little bit different, because I don't think that the harkles are really watching my channel. So the first card is the heart of the problem, and I get the Empress card. So this is The heart of the problem. We're talking about the time when Megan was supposedly pregnant, and the Empress card is the mother card, it's the pregnancy card, it's the fertility card. So this is the heart of the matter, to make people believe that Megan is that empress, that she is the one, the mother, she is the one that will give everything that she has, that she was really pregnant. And this is the heart of the matter. Couldn't even think of a better card. So what is crossing it? And what it is crossing it is usually what can be helpful or can be detrimental for the Empress, and usually it's the what detrimental is. And we get the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is another card of family, but it is also a card that speaks about embarking on a voyage that is supposed to be successful, but it is without thinking about the results. What does it mean? It means that you are embarking on this quest, but it will end up in a victory, but you need to enjoy the road. And this is what this card speaks about. They want to show in that documentary that they didn't actually enjoy the road, because if they had enjoyed the road, then they wouldn't have left. So this card actually tells them you need to enjoy the road, and regardless of the results. But when it comes in this second place, we're talking about impatience, about unsatisfactory, putting an ultimatum like they did finally when they left. This is someone who is over self-confident and has difficulty to deal with reality and difficulty to deal with new beginnings, and their first year of marriage was a new beginning. So this is card number 2. Now card number 3 is the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is another card that speaks about embarking on a quest. The Four of Wands is the first card of the second cycle of the Wands. And it speaks about embarking on a voyage that will end up with a victory in the Six of Wands. And the Two of Wands is the second card after the Ace that speaks about embarking on this quest, when if you do it right, then you will get to the Three of Wands and get this the recognition and cooperation. But the Two of Wands is actually tells us that they still didn't have enough knowledge in order to go through that voyage. This is a card that tells the person that he needs to start learning, and Megan had to start learning how to be royal, and this is something that she rejected. She didn't want to be told how to act. And this is the root of the problem, because if she wanted to get to that Three of Wands recognition and cooperation place, then she had to start learning how to become a royal. What is wrong, what is right, how to dress, what you should say, what you shouldn't say, everything that is connected with being a royal, everything that Samantha Cohen was trying to teach her. And this is the root of the problem, because Megan would not listen to anyone. anyone would not, no, nobody will tell Megan what to do. So this is the root of the problem. Now, the next card is what was their conscious or their thoughts in doing this documentary, and we get the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is the eternal student. He is the one that jumps from one bandwagon to another bandwagon, because he always looks for something to excite him. He never finds anything that will excite him. And this is exactly what was going through in Meghan and Harry's thoughts, that this royal life that they were thinking, or Meghan was thinking, that will be so exciting for her, she found out that they are not so exciting as she thought. She realized that there are a lot of rules that she has to adhere to. There are a lot of things that she needs to take care, do good care. She realized that the paparazzi in the UK are just as bad as the paparazzi she claims are not existent in the USA. But she knew that there was paparazzi in the USA, okay? So everything around the fact that they could not hold on, because the Page of Pentacles, of Wands, I'm sorry, he's very good in beginnings, but he's not very good in going on all the way. And the pages and all of the court cards are cards that are they have the tendency to lose opportunities. So we are talking about in their thoughts, in their mindset, they were looking for their freedom. They were looking for the next bandwagon. Okay, so that was in their thoughts. Next card is recent past. What happened in the recent past and we get the Six of Wands. And now you did see me shuffle. And the Six of Wands is a card of victory. But when it comes in the past, it is something that is not is coming out in a negative light. And then we see someone who is advancing too quickly without any solid basis, someone who is arrogant, someone who is resting on his bay leaves, and someone in the comments once told me how this is called, how this term is said in English. I can't remember how it is, but this is the Hebrew interpretation, okay? Someone who thinks that they've won already and they can rest, and he's not persistent, and he is lacking tact and completely inconsiderate, and this is in the past. Okay, so now I'm going to move these and just put out all of the other cards, because I'm not going to open them one by one. So the next card is number 7, which is what was their point of view, and we get the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is another card of someone who is the initiator. He's very good in beginnings, but not very good in endings. He is impulsive. He is getting irritated very easily, getting angry very easily. And all of these things happened in the first year of their marriage, and will probably be shown in that that Netflix documentary. But of course, they will try to put it in the positive light and not in the negative light. But we see that as it is, and we see here someone who tends to lose opportunities because it's a court card. Someone who is very good in starting things but not in taking them all the way through. Okay, now the next card is their fears and their dreams, and we get the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups is a card of letting go. Let go, let the universe deal with things. This is a card of someone who is deciding to leave, and exactly what they decided, to give up the struggle. Okay, and this is what was going on in their minds. They were afraid of, going away, but this is exactly what they decided to do. They decided to give up the struggle and let it go and just go out, get out of the royal family. And this is what this whole Netflix documentary is all about. Why they decided to leave. This is just another way of them to get their truth, quote unquote, out. Next card is the outer influence, or the environmental influence, and we get the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a wish come true, and this is what they were promised when they left. This is what they were promised by Netflix when they signed the contract with them. The wishes will come true. This is the outer influence. So this is something that comes from outside. So this is what they were promised. Your wishes will come true, but in order for wishes to come true, especially in the cups suit, they need to know how to accept abundance. If you don't know how to accept abundance, then it is worthless. So this is a card that they were promised success, they were promised wealth, they were promised everything they ever dreamed about. Okay, so what do we see in the near future? So in the near future, that's card number 6, I get strength. So in the near future, they will have to be very strong, and they will have to find their own strength from within, because I suspect that this documentary will be scrutinized. Whenever it comes out, it will be scrutinized, and a lot of criticism will come out. So they will have to find their own strength from within. They will have to start finding their confidence. They have to find their courage and their faith in order to hold on in face of all of this scrutiny. And what do we see in the far future? In the far future, we get the High Priestess. Cards of secrets and mysteries. So all in all, I would say that this documentary will not solve the main question of Archie and the circumstances around his birth, the mystery and the secrets will hold on, will stay there, and they will not allow us to actually understand and know the truth, because they cannot allow themselves that. They cannot allow themselves to come up with the truth, which is very, very which is a very big pity, because if you saw my reading about Lilibeth and Archie, for their sane sanity and for their peace of mind, they need to know the truth. They need to know the truth. They need that Pandora box open. They need to go out behind the veil and find out the mystery of their own birth. I wouldn't want my child to grow up and not find out and not know whether or not I gave birth of him. So let's see what the seven energies tell us about the energies around this Netflix documentary. So, energies around the Netflix documentary about the Harkles' first year as royals, energies around the Harkles' first years as royals documentary, energies around the latest Netflix documentary. So we'll start with one card and then see if we need another card or not. So the first card is the Rose's Kiss, which I will need to look up in the book for this because I don't know exactly what it means. So just one moment. Okay, got the book. So the concept of this card is joy, experiencing pleasure, deep satisfaction and enjoyment, desired, acknowledged, and 5 sensory realities. So this is a good card. And this card actually promises them joy and pleasure, and but they need to allow their senses to be awakened and connect with their innate desire to experience all life has to offer. So this is the first card that I get, and the second card that I get is a burst of magic. So let's see what this means in the book. So just one moment, bear with me because it's number 48, so it is page number 132. Okay, 48. Still looking for it. Oh, okay, there it is. So a burst of magic is an epiphany, a sudden higher knowing, a sense that everything has a purpose. And this is something that also is quite positive. So maybe this documentary will cause an epiphany for someone in the Sussex household, and a sudden higher knowledge of right and wrong. This is what this card explanation is, that sometimes you find that something you've been pondering or a dilemma you'd let go of revisits, and you let go of revisits you without warning. It may hit you while you're thinking about nothing, or trigger you or some kind of trigger might be the right word arising in a conversation, a book, or a blog. So this whole Netflix documentary could lead to an epiphany. And I don't know, but maybe if Prince Harry watches it, an epiphany will occur and he will realize what he gave up and for what. So this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let me know what you think in the comments, and write me an email if you want a reading done on something, because I always see the emails and I always answer. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.